Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to look at the straight line equations. We're taught to find the equation of a straight line which is equidistant from points A and B. Then express your answer in the form x out of A, y out of B equals to 1, where A and B are constants. So this way of expressing a straight line equation is usually called the double intercept form. Double intercept form. And it must be noted that from the double intercept form, the reciprocal of the coefficients of x and those of y give us what we call the x and the y intercepts respectively. So now we can get to the interpretation of the question. A straight line which is equidistant from A and B. So a straight line which is equidistant from two given fixed points is a perpendicular bisector to those 2 points. So if we get a straight line connecting A and B, then a line which will be equidistant from both points is a perpendicular bisector to the 2 points. So the perpendicular bisector of line AB will pass through a coordinate. If we let the coordinate to be x, then x will have coordinates 2 plus 6. Then we divide by 2. 3 plus 1. Then we divide by 2. So the coordinates of x, where this perpendicular bisector of AB will pass, is going to be 8 over 2, which is 4, and 4 out of 2, which is 2. So this is where the perpendicular bisector will pass. Something else to know is that from A and B we can get the gradient of AB, gradient 1, where we can take 3 minus 1 and 2 minus 6, because it is change in y out of change in x. So this will be 2 divided by negative 4, right? Yeah, so this is going to be negative half when we divide. This means now the perpendicular bisector, the line we are saying is equidistant from A and B, now will have a gradient which is equal to 2, because the two gradients, now that the lines are perpendicular, the two gradients must give us a product of negative 1. So if 1 is negative half, the other line has to be 2. So now we can express this gradient and one of the coordinates where it passes, and we let another coordinate to be xy. So that now the equation becomes gradient is given by change in y, so y minus 2, divided by change in x, x minus 4. So we can cross multiply to have, because this is over 1, y minus 2 equals to 2x minus 8. Yeah, 2x minus 8. That is after cross multiplication. So this is going to be, we have to have the equation in the desired format. So this is going to be, we can begin with the terms with x, because we want it to be in the double intercept form, the terms with x. So this is going to be 2x, then followed by y. When y comes to this side, it will be a negative y. Then we bring the 8 to this side now, where 1 is, and it will become positive. Positive 8 minus 2, it will become 6. Yeah, it will become positive, then it finds a negative 2 here. Therefore now, to remain with 1, we can divide it through by 6. So that this becomes 2x out of 6, which will be x over 3 minus y out of 6 equals to 1. This is the double intercept form, the last format of our equation.